love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving.
Good morning. Yeah. Hi. Let me turn this volume down, because I can hear me and it's driving me crazy. There you go. That's so much better. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning, Ann Kitty. Good morning, Dirty Draws. Good morning, Kath. Did you see Kathy? Hey, Kathy, what's up? Good to see you. And thank you for the what do you call it? The compliment on the thumbnail. Haskins was actually particularly busy last night, all yesterday and last night. Dude is seriously motivated. You know, when talent and motivation comes together, it's a wondrous thing. So, at one point, Haskins actually said he oh, hello, we got a patch. Yes, that's what he wanted. All right, so do we quit? We got a patch. We got a patch. We got a patch. Let's go. I am so ridiculously happy, tickled, thrilled. Let's see what they patched. Hopefully they fix the whole Simpsons issue, because I've been building a neighborhood. Haskins is building a downtown area right now. You're going to see in a second. Yes, time to do the patch dance. Ah, son of a... Okay, you know what? Let's go all the way. Let's quit. Manage. Update. Okay. And it's updating. Come on, come on. I swear, every couple of hours yesterday, I was checking to see if it if the patch came back or what. Well, the big question is if it's going to be a rollback or if it's going to be an actual patch. Hopefully, people didn't continue loading into their worlds and going to look at their builds, because the only way that the return of the stones and the trees could actually do any damage was if you actually went into the area with your builds and allowed it to render in, because the instant that everything renders in, that's when it takes damage. If it's kind of a case of, if you don't see it, it doesn't exist. And a lot of people, or at least some of them, were going from one build to the next to see what the damage was, and they were causing the damage. So, you know, it's just like one of those things. If you don't look at it, it can't get damaged. All right, come on, come on, come on. It's so close. I'm excited now. Ready to start? Let us begin. Oh, finishing things up. Let's try again. Play. Hope everyone's having a good day, and you've not gone and looked at your world, so you are ready to dive back in. The Frostland is actually the worst because um, those saplings are the hardest to find. All right, let's see. Select world. Okay, Haskins. Hope you got the patch. Good morning, Mr. Biz. Hey, I saw you started your Christmas world as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're doing there. And here's Haskins. Hey, Haskins, did you get the patch? The patch just rolled out about 2 minutes ago, possibly at 8:30, and I had to restart. So, okay, let's take a look and see. First of all, 742 Evergreen Terrace. Do we have any pieces yet? Nope, no pieces. That makes me sad. We still have the decor bundles. Okay, that's good. But no actual pieces to build with yet. So that makes me sad. All right. Don't know what else they could have fixed. I haven't. I would need to go into one of my worlds to check the placement of the trees. So, oh, you didn't notice. Well, when I, oh, sorry, when I loaded in this morning, I was trying to get into this world, and it said that I had to enable crossplay. So it's kind of weird. Anyway, welcome back to the world. I've been experimenting with the railroads here. This is supposed to be the tram system, and I'm using the same setup that I did in the Western world. Although here I do have cows occasionally crossing the track. The idea is that the tram is supposed to connect different parts of town. So we have like different stations and stuff, and we're gonna get different things set up. So we have like lots of town to build. I'm over here building the suburbs area. I'm gonna try to extend this a little bit further, and maybe get like an HOA area where every house has to be identical. The horror of it all. So that's what I'm really looking for the Simpsons house for, actually. I want to just get like a row of identical... Okay, I'll stop by Old Town. Let's go down to Old Town. I don't have my train here, though. Dang it. All right, looks like we're going a long way. I was trying to get a shot earlier of both sides of town so far, but it was impossible to get them both into render distance. Let's go, West End girls. West End girls. I did build the water tower last night, by the way. That's my contribution. Haskins has been busy building up the downtown area. And this cute little area over here. I guess I did say cute. Deal with it. Up on the hill. It's like kind of the Christmas land thing. Almost a ski slope. But down here, we got the Christmas tree, of course. First thing he had to decorate. And now we have the downtown area. Haskins has been a little bit busy. Wow, these little pools of light. When it gets foggy in the Frostlands, it really gets foggy. But you can see what Haskins has been busy building here. He's got the clock tower So this is probably town hall, city hall. Couple of department stores with apartments above. These apartment buildings, actually. And this is probably some kind of pub. I don't know. Haskins hasn't fully. We've not been able to actually talk. He's had some kids over recently, and my gosh, the noise those kids make, background noise is terrible. So we actually have to have an actual conversation at some point. So kind of working in tandem without actually talking. It's a very weird thing. So anyway, this is downtown area is coming along nicely. Of course, he's got his Christmas trees, his main one there, while I've been working on the railroad. Of course, I am kitted out for Christmas in my little sweater here and my hat. This is the main one I'm going to be running this holiday season. So for the next 2 months, this is me in my pink sweater, and Haskins in his what's it called? Sergeant Winter. All right. So, well, let's go look at the rest of what's coming on. This is going to be like a huge development. We're going to be building it out and expanding over the next couple of months. Well, over November, really. But you can see how fast Haskins builds here. Nothing in here is actually decorated. He's just building the skeletons of these buildings, so that some of them are only there's a shell. Whichever ones we want to be useful, we will make useful, but it's just the limitations of the game. As much as we want to make everything completely usable, it's just not going to be possible. So, like I said, the water tower, I think I have to come and rebuild the legs. I made it accessible, I still got to add some railings on here, but you can get all the way. And this is based on the water tower that we had when I was growing up. Just without the rounded stairs, because the stairs actually went around instead of straight. And we would go up there and just hang out and just look out over the entire area, and it was always really cool. So it gives you a nice view of pretty much everything. So when we're done here, we should be able to come up here at any point and look down at the town, all the streets and everything, the railway, everything. So this was like zero. There was nothing here yesterday. Haskins really just dived into the whole thing. I was trying to. You can glide all the way through and get a nice landing spot. All right, so I'm going to go back over to my side of things. While Haskins has been dealing with the actual buildings and everything, I've been dealing with the transportation infrastructure, which brings us to the trolley. This is my first version of this iteration of the trolley with the wheel structure and everything. The wheels were really what I was focusing on yesterday, because without a proper wheel structure, you don't have a trolley. So we gotta figure out the basic height and everything else of this, but I think it needs to be a little bit taller, truthfully. But I'm here messing around with trolley designs and kind of coming up with my own at this point, because it's just necessary to get any further along this building path here. So I could show you how to do the trolley, but I'm actually more focusing on some of the problems with the tracks, because if you don't have tracks, you can't have a trolley. Yeah, Sandbox is way better for this kind of building. You don't want to try to do this in survival. I mean, you can, but it's going to take a lot longer because you're going to have to stop and go and grind for your pieces and everything. With this, we can really plan and just try to figure out how you're going to make it work. So I'm going to take this back down the hill, and we're going to see some of the problems almost immediately. Now we can run forward on the track here, and I'm trying to take the track forward, but there's some particular issues that keep popping up, even on the straight track, and it's just there's some alignment issues. I don't know if it's because of the new patch. Alignment is all over the place, but just to get up the hill, the alignment was driving me crazy, and I had to do something unorthodox just to get it working. Yeah, the old town rectangle buildings are much better. So while this is not the fastest trolley, it's a trolley that works. Of course, the ride it could be a little smoother, but you know what? if there's no shame in just using your 16 by 16. WhatsApp audio. Hold on a second. That's my mother. Okay, no emergencies, just bad timing. Okay, good. Anyway, the trolley. Yeah, I'm still experimenting with this. This is the first run of this, but the wheel structure is really the most important thing. Actually, that's a lie. The wheel structure is not the most important thing. The track structure is the most important thing, because the track defines the wheel. And what is working right now, especially to handle this kind of structure, is and to really not make it seem like this is like overwhelming the entire thing, is the structure of 12 and 12. So the tracks right now are 24 wide. So you can let me see. If you want to go ahead and build any tracks right now, this is the current system I have set up. So you can go and sink your pieces in if you want. The big problem really occurs a little bit later, but we're going to get to that in a second. So 1, 2, so it's 12 wide in between. And then get your wooden pieces, your wooden slats from the middle right there, 2 over at the sides. Now, there's no shame in going ahead and getting putting down the rest of your struts. Let's say get some 12 by 12s. Oops. And I'm accustomed to Anarchy Acres being there. You can go ahead and just put these down. This is so much easier for you if you just do this. Trust me, because it's going to be less stress than putting down those pieces all over the place. And the wheels will run along the outside of this so much easier than. Oh, sorry, you have to actually put it on the outside, not the inside. My bad. If you went ahead and actually just did this, you'll be in a much better shape because you don't have to battle as much as I've had to. So, next thing you want to do, of course, is get this. So this is how far in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then on 6, that's where you want to place that piece. The wheels run differently on turned pieces than they do on any other piece. Let me see, Beachside Boulevard. Let's get that on so we can see, get high visibility on this. So this is where you want your tracks to run. Now, you can try to go ahead and do something like putting down flats and building up, or even going ahead and trying these other pieces. But I've tried them, and I'm telling you right now, take a little hint from me before saying, he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm going to try this instead. These pieces don't work. You can go ahead and try them as much as you want. The wheels get sloppy on them, and they don't like it. The wheels will always push themselves off. This is something that me and Mr. Black encountered last year when we were building our first train track, and on the building up the rest of the tracks with the tram and everything. And the wheels just don't like those pieces. For some reason, they seem to perform better using, hold on, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. We can just slap them down here, 1, 2. Don't have to count anymore. You just have to get one side. Anyway, they perform better when they are placed against sideways turned pieces. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. So I'm just kind of rolling with it right now. Trying to give you the best advice. So you too can build your own tram, but with a couple of stipulations. This just works out much better. Now you are going to have to kind of mess with the measurements of how these are going to be placed down. But you can add your temporary pieces here, and it's going to be up to you to get the next section going when you have your pieces placed. Because you have to actually place them with the wheels. So the best thing to do is actually just build out a section that you can test on and build on. Because you can actually now move your pieces in and out accordingly. This is the best placement right now, but it may not work for you entirely if you use different wheels. Because as soon as you use, let's say, the free wheels in the kit, these guys, it's going to be a different measurement because these measure out differently on the sides. Here, check this out. So this goes out that wide. You want to use these wheels, guess what? They also measure out differently because there's so much more space that you have to deal with. So they jut out a lot more. Now, these can make things a little simpler in some instances, but it's more about the grip right now than anything else. Okay. So we are going to be using these guys mainly because what happens is that these grip onto the side of this really, really strong. And you add some thrusters to them, and they actually help make the movement a lot better. So you're having two means of movement with these all the time. So to move forward, you see how they grip the sides right there? They're like almost half a stud in. And it's about maintaining that distance. Now, when you drop, it's really weird for some of these guys. When you drop them onto the track, if it's too loose, it doesn't quite work. It doesn't want to move along. But if it's tight enough, then it does this. And of course, you have your thrusters. Choo choo. Of course, always be careful when going uphill, because uphill is where things can get a little dicey. I don't know why it does this for uphill. It just gets really, really rocky. Go figure. Maybe my tolerances were a little tighter here. I can probably move one of these in. You know what? Why don't I try that? Let's see if that makes a difference. Thankfully, I have like a bit of a backup on here. So the other side is going to keep this hanging out. So I don't have to worry about anything failing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this section in about just a half stud, just to see the difference and see if it gets rocky here or not. To mark that, and yeah, this is going to be kind of a lot of testing, and just to get things rolling and cheating, because with the hill, I had to cheat quite a bit just to get this to work, because the alignment issues are crazy. Sometimes the alignment works, and other times the alignment doesn't. I actually had to go and do an alignment off the bottom of these guys to get these on before I could put the bottom pieces on, because they just weren't. It was a case of one side of this would actually raise into the air, and the other side, oh crap, I did not do what I said I was going to do. Let's try it again. So I got distracted. Can't get distracted. Bad puck. No way, you found a trailer park spot? What side of town is it? Yes, we're building another trailer park. Okay, I gotta pause this 1 second, and I gotta go find the trailer park. Haskins is on the trailer park spot way over there. Haskins, I don't think we can put trailer park here. I mean, if you want, I could build a whole bunch of trailers, but not exactly the best area. You're gonna take them all the way over here? Oh, actually, hold on. Is this over by the? Where are we? So dark. Oh, okay. This is a good spot. I was thinking like we could actually get like row houses over here. I am a little concerned about how close we are to there. That's 108 meters, so it could work. I think like a section of like row houses, like eight of them or so could work over here. Set up a whole section and then a road taking it out there. All right. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to be next week's project after I get through the railroad. But let me see. I'm going to mark this now in the best way possible. I'm going to put a road. And you know how we do roads around here. We're going to bring them in and we're going to blow them up. Blow them up, son. That's how we do. How we do what we do. Oh, come on. Up. What's in the way? What could possibly be in the way over here? There's nothing in the way. Okay. I happen to have a bunch of grenades with me. Oops. I need a health potion. Remember, thermal detonators are powerful. Use at your own. Jumbo health potion. These are going to be so bloody useful for the for any not PvP. There you go. Health potion. Instant health potion. Back to life. All right, you know what? I'm going to come back to this. Right now, my area is marked. That's going to be a really good area right there. All right, back to the trains. A standalone cabin. You know what? Standalone cabins would not be bad. Get some cabins, get some houses, get a couple of additional things going on. Make it look homey. A couple of standalone houses, because not everybody wants to integrate into society or into the HOA. It's kind of like very similar to what people really do in real life, in IRL. All right, let's take a look at how this operates on this section of track. Not any different. Huh. It's not even going backward anymore. I think it's just spacing in between. So it's the spacing more than anything else that really affects how it runs. It's going to get wobbly because that section is wobbly. So not much you can really do there. So at least that question is answered. I don't know who asked it, but that question has now been answered. And yes, I use sugi wood flooring for the cross pieces. Taz, what's happening? We got Taz in the house. All right, so let us resume our little track little track lesson, shall we? Okay, so what was I doing? For now, I can't wait for the Simpsons pieces to come out because we do have some new pieces in there, particularly a lighter shade of gray. Did you know that, Haskins? We have a new shade of gray. I don't know what variety it comes in. I hope it's not just in one piece, but brand new shade of gray. All right, here we go. We got our train tracks, people. Kaboom! What's up? Oh, we're always having fun. This is my side of town that I've been building up. You know, while Haskins doing his custom builds, I'm just trying to get some builds to populate the world, and where I can actually place my own custom builds later. So the prefabs actually come in pretty useful for this. We can get a variety of prefabs over here for a neighborhood to give it some kind of life. I had to go and clear out the trees first, try to plan around this, so we can actually try to get your sidewalks going and everything, and just build out a neighborhood. And especially if you can space things out. Like initially, I thought this was going to be my HOA neighborhood, but I think we gotta really look at what houses we want, especially since I want the Simpsons houses to be all that ticky-tack type of stuff. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to continue building out a couple more houses over here as suburbs, and then just attach the areas through roads, which I've actually been messing around with. We may not have the ability to use these guys as alignment anymore, but we still have these guys that we can slide around. So you can put something like this. If you use this as your guide, you can put it to the edge, so your alignment is going to be set. And this doesn't stick into the ground. It actually pops up from the ground. So with this, you can now go ahead and say get your flooring in, floor piece, and align it to this section. Bring it over and down. Plant it and make sure it's not attached to it. It has to be not attached. So red, go over one. It's not attached to it at all. And once you have that, you have like the angle of the hill. According to where you're planting this, so we got fun little stuff like this going on, where we can actually use the angle of the road. But roadworks, that's quite a challenging thing. So you have a bit of that going on. Plus, you see that little angle right over there? Not exactly the best. So you kind of try to have to work with it, as well as know where to place your pieces. So that's not a good one. This is a good one. Found this one over here, and I can actually bring this over, and it's in alignment with the edge. And it's all about where you place it. So the next piece, you just place it to the edge. Bring it off of here. Find the edge. As long as you are finding the edge off of your original piece, then you're going to be in good shape. Little tip for you on how to build those pesky roads. And it's going to keep with the alignment. Remember, place it to the side so you get that alignment there. Bring it out 1 into the ground, and then out 1. That's all you need. You can go down 1 if you need. There, see, perfect. And you can keep on building your roads like that. So, have fun with that. Llama Rage, hey, good to see you, Jack Mac. Welcome. All right. So anyway, that's just a little roadworks lesson for you, and I have a lot of this to do because, like I said, we're building the whole town. My whole idea is that I want to take this over to the train station, and then have another road going to the town, of course. But back to the track. So you have your alignment for the track. This is where you're going to actually now, all you need is your starting point, and you can continue your entire thing all the way down. So you can just continue building. Now I had to stop and do a whole bunch of testing, but I've done testing so that you don't have to. So this is the section that I've built up, and this has translated over into the rest of the build. So I can show you guys how to build this right now before I continue. I mean, I'm supposed to be building the rest of the track, but I figure why not stop for a second, because I can always use another train. So this is going to pretty much align to everything here. And this is the wheelbase for everything that I have going on. So I've used many generics and I believe the Daft Punk. So I didn't even need those top pieces anymore, because I don't need top pieces. We already verified that. So these black pieces here are going to be, the brown pieces are going to be where the side pieces attach. And the side pieces are from Daft Punk. You can use Anarchy Acres if you have them. But you do need to have these guys all set up and ready for action. Put down 1, 2. There you go. It's as simple as that. And then you have to put your wheels in. The wheels are the hard part. Because the wheels are, oh my God, they are so annoying. You're gonna have to make sure you have like a whole run of track, because in order to get the wheels down, you either have to take the pieces up, and I think we are too low here, so we actually have to go up. But you also have to destroy some of the track. If you try to put, this is a little bit low, so you know what? I should probably build up. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna build up. So let's destroy that. And that, and no, that's all I need right there. You. We're going to build that again. Because those wheels are the most annoying thing that I've had to deal with. Oh, and don't be afraid of destroying the track. You can always put the track back as long as your train is not, misaligned massively. You'll be fine. Just fine. All right, so once again from the center, boom, boom, And I know you could use like a different measurement piece to get black all the way across, but I'd like to have the color color cue there to show me exactly what I want. You can do whatever you want. I'm just showing you what I do for mine. Now, there are two things that are going to happen when you try to place the wheel. The wheel is either going to go on no problem, or you're going to have red. But we need to get it aligned to the bottom. If you want to get perfectly aligned to the bottom, best thing you can do is use your machine block. Get your machine block on here. Since we're up in the air, we can place it at the bottom here. Hey, there's Haskins. What's up? And that we will now put it into alignment with this. Oops. Or you can just fool around, use your alignment tool. Just remember, the alignment tool is not always going to work. So it's a bit of a pain in the butt. Now you want to make sure it's aligned to the outside, to the inside, because the wheels are going to be facing inward. So take that, slap it on here, and now it's going to be perfectly aligned on both sides, which is what you, oh, the wheel didn't go on. There you go. One wheel. And now you know that it's going to be, like I said, perfectly aligned. It's not like I'm off by one or the next. Oh, that is not aligned because it's off. See? I was aligned to the outside, not the inside. There you go. Perfect alignment. So you can keep this here in place while you actually build the rest of your wheels. So that's one of the best things you can do. Just make sure that that the wheels are the last thing you place. Otherwise, you can't put anything else over here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just build out the rest of the structure of your wheelbase, which is very easy. You just repeat. You can take the same structure and repeat it. So you want a 2-space. Is it a 2-space or a 3-space? I forget. I think it's a 3-space. All right. Generic. Let's get 8 over here. Ah. Of course, it's nighttime. Nighttime is different here than anywhere else. Where's my sleeping bag? Sleeping bag? I think I lost it. Oh, there it is. Haskins, we need to sleep for a sec. Yeah, everybody's here, apparently. Miss Firehound. Lady Bats. What's up? My gosh, you look away from your chat for a second, and everybody shows up. Good to see everyone. All right, here we go. Back again. The Shore biome. It's how you get granite foundation. I'm not quite sure what you're asking. Okay. All right, okay. So anyway, back to the task at hand, which is, building infrastructure. And that infrastructure is building your trolley. So once you have your first section set, Now, what I've done is actually I did something a little different with this one because I actually had like a spacing. Why are you not snapping? Come on, snap. Bug fixes. Be crazy. Okay, that is not cool. Okay, the main thing that we really want is we want to have a section of 2 wheels in the back here. 2 wheels together. So this is just like it's going to equal 8. Like I said, I like to use the single pieces as markers. Ah. Come on. Get out of there. So we can now use that right there and come on. 1. No, not you. What are you doing there? I'm already at level 64. This season is giving XP like crazy. It's a little bit insane. All right. So now that we have this is what's going to happen. We're going to have a wheel section in the back. So these are clustered together quite nicely. And you have enough space that you can work with. Now, you're going to need to have another wheel section in the middle. We're building out 3 sections of wheels. So you want to take this one forward. This one's an 8. But you're actually adding a full space in between here. Because you're going to start. Come here. Why are you so difficult today? Stop. 1. Thank you. 2. And then we're going to do a middle section. This is where the stairs are going to go. So the section for this is going to be a little bit longer. So instead of going 2 in between, we're going to go another 8 in between here. This is just for my particular design for the trolley. Like I said, you can go and come up with your own. Because, you know, that puck dude doesn't know what he's doing. Rah, 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 and all that. And 1, 2, and then we can get a little space there. Boom, boom. And these are all your wheels, your wheel sections here. This is your pretty much your wheelbase for your entire trolley. Haskins has exited the world. Okay, work is calling. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, they did they really did make a mistake not turning off that much XP. Now my friends are looking at me look a little crazy when I go back into Battle Royale. Like, how'd you level up so fast? And of course they're going, he's playing Lego. The shame. The shame. All right. So we got that going on. Now, normally I would actually be saying go ahead and put some swivels in here. But are not going to be doing any turns. So we don't need any swivels anywhere, which is a great thing because it makes sure that we have more stability. When you have to add swivels anywhere, you got problems. Now, one of the advantages of having these wheels clustered together over here is that they actually give you a little bit more power. So, I mean, you could space things out all the way, but you do want a little bit of grouping from time to time. So we're going to take this bad boy, and I know this is not going to work all the way across, so I'm going to need to repeat this in a couple of spots just to make sure that we have proper spacing. Okay, yeah, that will work. These, when you're moving pieces from side to side, they only go about 16 slots before they stop moving. Oops. What the heck is going on over here? There we go. All right, now we can put our wheels. We don't actually need to put anything on the inside. When you put something on the inside here, it's going to may cause you problems if you ever encounter anything on the track. You very most likely will not encounter anything on the track unless it's something you've placed there. But I'm just saying. Now, what is your damage, buddy boy? Because we're green. Why are you not green? We may have some alignment issues. So you may have to log out and come back. But let's check first. Okay, what the flip is going on here? Or is this too close? That can't be bothering it. You know what? For the sake of everything, I'm going to log out and come back. It's weird when some things just don't align. Logging out, or in some cases, taking the bus station can help to reset pieces, and you need to do that when you're doing a major construction, like a long construction where pieces can tend to shift a little bit. Thank you, Miss Firehound. Llama, what do you mean spacing things out and knowing what it looked like beforehand? We don't know what they're going to look like, but you've done this kind of thing before when you built your towns. Didn't you like even doing a plan for Pleasant Park or any of the Fortnite locations? You've had to kind of go ahead and plan that ahead. So we're doing something similar, just without any actual drawings or stuff. So we definitely don't know what things are going to look like. We have a vague idea. I mean, even my suburbs area, I had it looking completely different in my head. All right, let's try this again. Okay, things are still rendering in. Okay, here we go. And get those wheels. Ah, that's not a wheel. This is a wheel. That's what a wheel looks like. It's round. And that actually reminds me of a song. This is a hand grenade. Do you know what a hand grenade does? It explodes. I forgot what song that was, or even what band. See? They lined up. Man, that's crazy. All right, next one. All good there? Perfect. Right, you? I think it's got to be... What the flip? Buddy boy? Are you too high? Yep, that's high. I don't know how, but it got high. See, being just a tiny bit of a space off, it shows immediately. You know, since I'm over here, might as well. Oh, that's off as well. Good God. Good God, bless my soul. I need a fix for rock and roll. Take a look at what you might need. You better hurry to get a piece of me. And yeah, there we go. Okay, that should do it. And I need to redo that. Okay, I see how it is. So you need to come over and make nice over there. You also need to come over and make nice. All right, let's do that side first. Seriously? Seriously, dude? Why? How? How? The annoyance levels are... It's as simple as this, really. Dun, 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 dun. See, it's gone up. I don't get it. Up by... No, 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 dun, dun. Are you also up? You're up. He was born to in a great magnetic field. Dun 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 dun. Na 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 na. All right, yeah, I'm going to be singing because I'm thinking, and I'm trying to figure out like what the heck is going on. Okay, let's take a look at the great bus station reset. I may have to actually rebuild this front section because the alignment for all this seems to be off. Maybe if I can get it set off of the bottom, it will be better. So let's try that. This always works. So this is where building in an area where you have more space underneath helps. So I could have actually built this further forward and I would not have any issues. Now, are you going to cooperate? All right. My little dog over there just hanging out. Bucky, he's called. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right. And only one more to go. Dun, 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 dun. Just to be on the safe side, we're going to bring it over here. See, this is all about just getting those wheels down. We haven't even gotten into building the rest of the thing yet. But the wheels and the track, like I said, the most important things. Without track, the wheels can't run. Without wheels, your trolley can't run anywhere. So, plus, now it's raised up, we don't have to worry about certain problems, which are probably something caused by me. Now, I've gone and placed the stairs in the center, but which means that anything coming down here is going to have to be set up properly. What am I looking at here? I'm looking at, let me get, where is it? Haunted house and generics. Yep, right there, generics. So this will, son of a. There goes night again. All right, it's 9:37. Good gosh. Hey, Chris Carnage, what's up? Okay, now we can see again. Oh, one other thing that we need to do is we need to make sure the wheels are turning in one direction, and all the wheels on this side are going to be the wrong way. So all you have to do is focus on one side and change that direction. So these are now all forward, and the other side is forward as well. So, okay, what we're looking at here is we're looking at building out the stairs. So I was looking at generics and haunted house. Haunted house to get these pieces in here, because there's a bit of a spacing issue in between. Crap. Yep, that is a big spacing issue. I thought I fixed it, but I've been wrong before, and I will continue to be wrong. All right, so that kind of puts a thing in here. Let me go back to Daft Punk, because Daft Punk at least has the 4. So the stairs are going to be right in the center, and are going to be 2 wide. So you need to come down 2, and then onto here, and this brings it out to, to this section right here. So there we go. We have our, this is slightly above the wheels, enough space, and there's your running board. You can easily walk up and walk down, and you can build your entire trolley around. This is pretty much essentially the trolley. Whatever other decorations you add, entirely up to you, but this is your trolley right here. So let's do that again on this side. I know some trolleys do have front sections and like we like whatchamacallit, doors at the front, but that's entirely up to you if you want to go ahead and do that. Nobody's going to stop you. Least of all me. Okay, thank you. All I'm doing right now is giving you the means to, and maybe spark an idea of how to build a trolley. So I want to see people going out building their own trolleys. Don't have to worry about, about stealing a design or anything. This is not what it's about. This is always about sharing the knowledge. I did another trolley last year, Christmas. So this is a brand new trolley, using like some new techniques and stuff that we've learned over the past year. And that kind of knowledge has to be shared. It has to go somewhere. Can't just sit in the void. So by all means, go out and build your own trolleys. I want to see them. If you build your own, please share it. Share it with us. Let us all see. We can have a trolley competition. Well, a trolley show off. They're back. The drilling. Can you guys hear that? Drive me crazy. Metallica is back, and yep. Oh, you're doing your Christmas. Oh, sorry, your wife's birthday, not Christmas. My bad. I'm sorry. My brain is in two places. I'm trying to talk and trying to, here you go. Don't fall in between the things, the wheels, while getting off the trolley. That's a bad idea. All right, so to continue the trolley build, what I have done is I've gone and moved in by twos. I think I went in by twos. I went in by twos, I believe, so that I could continue. Yep. I can just bring the front in, the nice curve. Plus, this nice curve does give the driver some additional space. No, we really can't do that back here with this piece on, but we can plan around it. Let's see. We dun 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 dun. All right, so here's what we can do. Make sure that we can still connect, stay in the air. Put that on. There. You see the misalignment that's going on immediately, right? Everything is going to be misaligned. Oh, such a pain in the butt. Okay, where is that bus station? I'm the only one in the world, so this should work pretty quickly. Oh, it's your birthday coming up. Nice. Well, when is your birthday? We should all celebrate. The carnage is in the house. He's a Scorpio. My daughter's birthday is also coming up on the 7th, so she's also a Scorpio. My God, she's trouble. So I can imagine how much trouble Chris Carnage is. It would be rude to call him dirty. He's dirty. It's how you say it. You don't say dirt. You don't say dirty. It's dirty. Dude did not pick dirty as a as a screen name for nothing. All right. All right. All right. Back to the trolley. Do we have... Okay, let's see if we have misalignment. Or if any of that has been corrected. The front is still the same. So I don't know. Okay, see, there you go. At least that misalignment has been fixed. Some of the others, however, they're still the same. So I don't really know what's going to happen here. Like, can we take this from here? See, it goes red. I was hoping that the misalignment on this would have been fixed. But let's try again. Wow. Holy misalignment. That's just not cool, man. Okay, yeah. We may have to add another level in here just to get that all straightened out. But that's ridiculous. That's just really, really bad. I wonder if we came from the front. Okay, so align to this instead. Yeah, that's going to be misaligned there. So the misalignment seems to be coming from the back. So as long as we get this lined up, it should be fine. Seriously? I just went to sleep. Literally just went to sleep. It's so annoying. 9:48. Forget by the 8th. Yep, happy early birthday. I have to bake a cake from scratch. This is my daughter for you. She doesn't want a box cake. She doesn't want me to take any shortcuts. She wants me to bake a cake from scratch. So I gotta go and get my flour and everything and appease my tormentor. Holy crap. That is a lot of misalignment. I'm pretty much having to replace everything that I've done. Alright, just do it slowly so you don't break anything important. I keep forgetting that you can't hit your pet. So it concerns me every now and then when he gets in the way. Little jerk. then one more over here. All right, there, and then there. Yeah, so alignment issues. Watch for those, people. They will drive you to the crazy. Why are you not... Oh, right. You and you get with the program. Excuse me. Great. Now these guys are a little bit offline. Out of line. Alright, well, you can't fix everything. Just the things you can control. So, anyway, before I got distracted by this whole misalignment issue, I was saying that we extend the back and the front, and we can't do that. Come on, seriously. Okay, no, we can. Take care of that. The thing that caused the alignment issues in the first place. You, then you, and then you. Over one, and boom. And there we go. This is our base plate for the trolley. You want to get a little fancier? We're going to go ahead and add a bumper that's going to serve two purposes. So this bumper is going to go right on here, right in the middle, front and back. And let me see. The thing is, we're not going to see that bump. We know exactly how wide it is. Do we do black? I think we do black, because the base of this is going to be red. So let's do black. 8. Come on, turn. There we go. Then we're going to go here and add the 4. Oops, my bad. And then, once we get, come on, seriously, dude? All right, you just need to stop playing. All right, so we got that bit of bumper on, and then we're gonna go into the table section. It's tables, right? I think it's tables. Table section, and find this nice little round table. This one right here. And we're going to stick it on to the side in this little spot. Come on. Really? It's a perfect spot for it. What is your damage? Okay, that one actually wants to go to the corner. So that's weird. You can use the balloon trick to get that centered if you want. If it's going to bother you that much. But there we go. These are our buffers. These are what bump into things. Now you can either go ahead and put this down on the track right now and continue to build while it's on the track, or you can build the rest of it. Truthfully, I always like to make sure that it works. So what I want to do is I want to take this off of here. But before I do that, one of the things that you really probably should do is go ahead and take out the track from underneath. I know it may sound a little bit counterintuitive, but these wheels can push this entire thing off. And if your build is off of the entire structure, it's no use to you. And you're going to spend a lot of time trying to get back on. So let me get this here. And now we're going to take it off, put it to the ground. First thing you need to do is check the wheels. Sometimes the wheels come straight off and they're detached. When it's like that, this is when you need to log out and log back in, because if that's off, this means your spacing is off. So let's try the bus station trick. Kaboom has a stream coming up at 10 o'clock, so make sure to go check that out. I'm the MadPuck66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. when I have to run off to work because, you know, I'm an adult and that's what adults do. We run off to work. But I stream in the mornings. Usually sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, fantasy and science fiction. It's what I do. And we do some fun stuff and lots of live tutorials, always here in Lego Fortnite. We're building the Craftopia Christmas Town, part 2, because last year was a lot of fun, and it's a brand new year, so we get to do it all over again and make some improvements, etc. And, you know, hand down some tutorials as we go, like my tutorial on how to build a trolley, because you can't have a good Christmas town without a trolley. That did not reset, so that means that didn't work. Got to go back to lobby and come back. Anyway, if you're new here, please leave a like, subscribe, join the fun, come back. There's a great community always here with Craftopia. We got lots of great people like Dirty, Kaboom, and Kitty, our awesome moderator. Haskins always pops in every now and then. Let's see, who else we got? We got Chris Carnage, we got Kathy. Popping in this morning was Llama Rage. Thanks, Llama Rage, for popping in. We got Lady Bats, Miss Firehound, Rooster. Lots of great people, and they're all part of the Craftopia community. All great people. Come and hang out. It is always a good time. Oh, we're gonna go and check back into the world before we end this stream. So let's take a look at the Christmas project and see that our wheels are now properly aligned. Haskins did find me a nice area to build the trailer park, so that's going to be a really good build. Maybe I'll even get to it this week, but this week I've kind of dedicated to building out the railroad. So I'm going to one of the things I'm also going to teach you is how to do hills and potentially corners. If we fail with the corners, then I'm going to be showing you how to make a train wreck. So we'll see what happens. All right. Oh, yes, definitely happy early birthday, Chris Carnage. If we don't see you, I know we will, but you know, happy early birthday. I gotta get a cake recipe. All right, let's check out the wheels. Son of a biscuit eater. Seriously? Let's get some light in here. Man, I come back and it's dark. I just want to see my wheels. Is that so hard? So see, now the wheels are attached and you're pretty much good to go. The alignment issues are still there. So you either have to fix those or gloss those over. but you're now on track. Oh, just gotta push it back on. All the wheels make it a little harder to get back on, but it should not be a major issue. Oh, hold on. Something is hitting. I think the bumpers are too low. Yeah, my bumpers are too low. So I have to start those over. Yep, that's the bumpers. See, those front wheels are on, and now everything gets reset because of those front wheels. So I just gotta redo my bumpers so they're higher. But there you go. We have our trolley all started, and tomorrow we're going to continue with this trolley build, and we're going to build the rest of it. Anyway, thank you so much for coming in and joining, hanging out, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
She said, my love is like a flower, I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my